Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Reacts and we're gonna do a new video. This is the 7 levels of heavy metal addiction. This is from the channel Acephale? Whatever. Subscribe to that channel, definitely subscribe to that channel and watch every video that they have. They have done more of 7 levels here. I see one here, 7 levels of being a Christian, 7 levels of horror addiction, 7 levels of attractiveness, 7 levels of nihilism, 7 levels of corn addiction, not corn on a cob, but the corn for that, that kind of corn. I get it. The 7 levels of numbers? I actually want to watch that one too, but that one will maybe come later, if I'm remembering it. But this is the 7 levels of heavy metal addiction, and if you have been here on the channel for a while, or just scrolled through this channel, which is not long because it's just 1.5 months old, this channel, that I started this. You can see that I like metal. I like metal music, but I'm also a fan of happy hardcore. And this is not about happy hardcore. This is about metal. And I can tell you for sure, I started off at level 1, but maybe I'm already at level 6 or 5 or 6 or something like that. I don't know. Maybe even level 8. Who knows? Probably not level 7 or 8. But who knows? Maybe I'm higher. Maybe I'm not. But I can tell you for sure. At first, 10, 12, 10 to 13 years, maybe 10, let's say 10 to 15 years ago. I really got into the metal. My mother is a metalhead, basically, but she doesn't dress like one, but back in the day she definitely dressed as one. She was a metalhead, my father was a metalhead, my sister is a metal fan, so it legit runs in the family. Well, my parents are divorced, so my stepfather doesn't really care for metal, so he calls it noise. Anyway, I don't even know what kind of music he likes. I have legit no clue. Anyway, but the first band that that my mother that really got me into metal was Rammstein. I know exactly which song it was. It's from the third album, the Mutter album from 2001. The first track, Mein Herz brennt. When I heard that song, I was immediately I asked myself, who is this? Who sings this? Because the nice deep vibrate, whatever you want to call it, his Till's nice deep voice. That's some good voice, especially for singing, and it's just the beats, the beats that they use in Rammstein, the guitar riffs and all sounds easy, but obviously it's not easy, but it sounds so simple. The guitar riffs just sound so simple, but they go so fucking hard. But that said, let's just go into the 7 levels of heavy metal addiction. This video, like I said, is from Acephale. I will leave a link down below in the comment section. And this video was dropped 4 days ago on August 11th. It has 15,113,000 views. With 963 likes, so definitely like his video, subscribe to his channel, and like I said, I will leave his channel down below in the comment section so that you can click on the link and go to his channel to subscribe. But this is the 7 levels of heavy metal addiction, and I'm curious in which category do I fall, but we'll see that, so let's just start, shall we?
Level 1. You grew up with strict parents. They were all into good morals, religion, and discipline. You probably had a live, laugh, love poster in your house.
No.
And maybe your family went to church every Sunday.
Hell no.
This kinda annoyed you, but you never showed it openly. If you were an old head, you probably got gifted Guitar Hero 3 for Christmas. And somehow its music list ended up on your playlist.
Guitar Hero. I have to talk a bit about that too. I'm obviously familiar with Guitar Hero. Come on, I'm 27. Obviously, I've heard of it. I actually played it also, when I was still with my second ex, she had the game Guitar Hero, and I tried it, but I can't play air guitar, like fake guitar, air guitar. I can play that and air drums, but an actual guitar or a computer guitar, I can't, it's the buttons and that tick 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 tick, that you usually do with your plectrum, tick tick tick, I can't, I just can't, I absolutely can't. I tried it, no, I tried it just once, but I absolutely, I can't. I'm terrible. I'm absolutely terrible. I don't even remember which version she had, but I'm absolutely terrible at Guitar Hero. No, the game is not for me. It's nice that you can play that fast and all that and all the music, but I personally can't play it. So, yeah. Let's continue.
Soon enough, you found yourself secretly listening to Iron Maiden, Metallica, Slayer, and Black Sabbath on your headphones, all while playing.
Personally, I was into Metallica and Iron Maiden. Those two bands were definitely for me. Slayer was just a bit too heavy, still too heavy. I couldn't come into it. It was just the first song that I heard from them was Raining Blood, and that was also the first song from them that I really could get into. I'm a bigger Slayer fan right now than I was back then, even though I'm not really a Slayer fan actually. They have some good songs, but it's not, it wouldn't say from, I need to have that Slayer album now, or something like that, or just one whole album for, I like this album of Slayer. No, not really. They have some good songs on multiple albums, but it's not that I listen to a whole fucking album. Metallica, Iron Maiden. My father, he had old band T-shirts from Metallica, Iron Maiden, Rammstein, Guns N' Roses, and he gave them to me, so I've inherited them. I've seen Metallica live 3 times already. The first time on Pinkpop when it was such a fucking heavy rain. I think it was 2013. I don't know. But I've seen them live then. I've seen definitely I went to the concert last year or the year before that, for the newest album, 72 Seasons. I think I've seen them twice then. I've definitely seen them twice, but maybe thrice. And Iron Maiden, I've seen Iron Maiden live once. They played Rime of the Ancient Mariner, which was very nice actually. I like that song. It's a bit longer song, but it's a good song. Obviously the stage presence, running on stage, Bruce running on stage, singing, very nice. Big Eddie, tall, that was Metallica master of, it was like a master of puppets, looked like like a marionette, It was cool. That was pretty cool, The props they used on stage, that was pretty cool, but it didn't really do it for me, No, it didn't really do it for me. And even with Metallica, when I went, I got that ticket, for 72 Seasons. I've got that for my birthday from my mother, but I went home early. I didn't went to the end. And again, when they played Enter Sandman, I went home. The first time that we saw them live on Pinkpop, we didn't stay to the end because we were so tired, and when we went away, they played Enter Sandman, and again when I went away, they played Enter Sandman. But that's because I ate a large cauliflower, just the whole cauliflower, just one cauliflower. That was my dinner, That was my dinner with the rice or whatever that I ate, And I was so stuffed, And then a concert in the evening, that didn't work for me. So yeah, let's continue. Yeah, I'm just rambling.
Attending church each Sunday. If you're younger,
I'm not also a
perhaps your
churchgoer.
gateway into metal was the frustration you felt towards your family and the
No,
shallow
it was
mainstream
legit
music
my mother
scene
that
around
got
you.
me into metal.
Regardless, nobody could guess your music taste just by looking at you.
Okay.
In fact, they'll probably be shocked or even slightly horrified to discover what's playing through your earbuds. Level 2.
Nope, not
At
me.
this point, you start listening to more and more metal, and it becomes more and more part of your lifestyle.
It is
But
part
it's
of my
still
lifestyle.
a hidden secret that no one could dare to know. You buy a few Metallica t-shirts, but tuck them deep inside your closet. At this stage, your musical tastes start expanding too, branching into music with a more alternative edge, like Tool, Dream Theater, and Nine Inch Nails.
Nope, don't
Still,
like
no
all
one
three of
around
them.
you has the faintest idea.
I think
Level
the
3. At this level, you
I've seen Slipknot also live once before 3 years ago or something like that. With Sleep Token as the opening. I didn't see Sleep Token. I just went for Slipknot. Didn't really care for Slipknot either. The concert didn't do it for me. I just rather watch them on YouTube. The concert was fine. I got into Slipknot due to friends of mine, because my parents divorced, father lived in that city, my mother that city, and when I was with my father, me and my sister, went outside on Saturday, Sunday, because we were there once bi-weekly, so 1 weekend with my father, 1 weekend with my mother, 1 weekend with my father, and so on, So on Saturday we went to our grandparents, on Sunday we went outside, we met some friends, and through them we met some other friends, and those friends got me into Slipknot. And Slipknot was, when I first started listening to them, Slipknot was the hardest thing that I listened to. There was nothing harder than Slipknot to me. And I knew there was loud out there, I've obviously heard of Children of Bodom, Lamb of God and all, but I never got into them, I never really listened to them. So Slipknot was really the highest, and I tried to listen to some Infinite Annihilate, but I couldn't get into Dickie's vocals. I couldn't get past his vocals, The vocals were the part from That's the Wall, From, I like the guitars and all, but vocals. I can't go past it. But after I seen the drum through from Conch Crusher, from Aaron Kutcher, I really finally broke through that wall and got into the heavier shit. And now we're at, like you see also on the channel, slam metal, which don't even have lyrics, mostly. Let's just
get more comfortable in your own skin. You're fully embracing your newfound passion. You proudly wear your brand t-shirts in public.
I definitely
Within
wear
your
them with
circle of
pride.
friends and family, you have officially become known as the resident metalhead. To be honest, your family is a bit taken aback, borderline horrified.
Nope.
They try everything, bringing you to sermons, doubling down on church visits, and urging you to reconsider your choices.
Okay, what kind of
But
family do you
reassure them
have?
that it's
Jesus
simply
Christ.
music. Meanwhile, your friends are amused yet intrigued. After all, they never expected you, the most ordinary, mild-mannered person, to be a metal fan. Level 4. At this level, you get into darker metal music like Sabaton, Animal as leaders, and Creator. You also start expanding your musical horizons further. You start incorporating foreign bands into your playlist. You can't be a metalhead without taking in the Scandinavian scene. You enter into the world of Entombed and Dark Throne, and you start discussing metal on obscure internet forums. At this point, you also go into your first metal concert, and honestly, you were initially a bit intimidated.
That's also, just talking about my metal life, a bit. My first concert, if you're not interested in it, you can just move forward, My first metal concert, that was 2013, no, that was 2013, I think. But then when is see Metallica live on Pinkpop? I can't remember, but before I've seen Metallica live, which was my first festival, Pinkpop, I've seen the first band that I've ever seen live, the first metal band was Volbeat. And I didn't like Volbeat back then, I still don't like them right now. They're just not for me, yeah. And I thought, oh, at first I want to go to Sepultura, which they played closely to where I live right now, just that way, I think. That way, 500 meters. That's where they played, 500 meters that way. Maybe not 500, maybe 800, maybe something like that. But I want to have Sepultura in the paard, which means horse. But the paard is kind of a venue. So paard, I want to go there. My mother said, "Are you sure? It's a bit heavy." So I thought, oh yeah, maybe she's right. Should just go to Sepultura, because I don't think they still playing, because I don't think so. Because I could have seen Sepultura. But my mother talked me out of it, so we went to Volbeat, and like I said, I didn't like it. For the opening act was Iced Earth, which I still remember. Iced Earth, Maybe I will bring that also to the channel. I really haven't listened to them, but Iced Earth was the program, and another band that I'm always forgetting. The name I always forget, and since the first time that I've seen them live, back then, I couldn't come on the name ever. Yes, my mom, a few months ago, my mom looked it up, and she found the band, which we saw, but I still forgot who it was. It's something with teenage was, I think, in the name. Teenage Mutant, I think. I can't remember really. But that, like I said, didn't care for Volbeat. Still don't care for them right now. If you like Volbeat, good for you. I personally don't care for them. They just don't do it for me. But maybe let's finish up this video.
You see most people here dressed in leather and battle jackets, and you feel slightly out of place in your simple band t-shirt. But soon enough, the intimidation fades, and it's replaced by a sense of belonging you've never experienced before. Amid the roaring guitars, the pounding drums, and the chaotic mosh pits, you feel completely liberated. You almost feel a release from your restrictive lifestyle.
Are amazing, so if you have the chance, go see them live.
And by the end of the night, you've even made some new friends. Level 5. At this level, metal concerts become a weekly routine. You live for the pit, the chaos, the sweat, the catharsis.
The first time I went to a mosh pit was pretty recent, actually.
This isn't just a phase. This is not just music for you. It's your life. It's how you survive. Whether you're riding a high or scraping rock bottom. And your appearance evolves to match your inner world. You start rocking battle jackets, layered with patches, long black leather coats, piercings, and tattoos ink deep into your skin. Black becomes your default color, and your playlist continues to get darker and heavier. Now you got bands like Neurosis, Satiricon, 1349, and Goat Snake. As the music gets heavier, so does your lifestyle. Alcohol and other substances creep in, and with them comes a growing resentment towards your upbringing, towards your past, and towards God. Level 6. At this level, you make the pilgrimage to Scandinavia, not just for the legendary metal scene, but because of the bleak landscapes, the colder climate, and the long sunless winters.
I don't know what bleak means actually.
It feels like home. You paint your face white and your eyes black, and you don't work anymore. You now scrape by selling whatever you can to survive. You're also in a metal band now. You and your bandmates gather in cramped rehearsal room.
I actually, I would like to start a metal band. I've already thought of a name. Strawberry Rape. Rape with an R, not with a G, not like grape. Which, I actually found the name through a vape pen, name. The flavor is strawberry grape, but if you just put the G away, you have strawberry rape, which is a great name for a band. But my second band name that I just thought of recently is maybe even better. Epstein's List. If they don't exist already, but I don't know. It exists. But like I said, I would kind of like to start a band. Sure, obviously me as vocalist, because I can't play instruments, but it's probably never gonna happen. And also, I have YouTube, so I watch movies every single day, so it's a bit hard to do that while I have a band then.
5. You're also in a metal band now. You and your bandmates gather in cramped rehearsal rooms or damp basements, riffing and screaming until your throats give out or the neighbors complain. And still, your music taste grows even more obscure and haunting. You start listening to artists like Die Catafalque, Zaster, Silencer, and Rollo Tomasi. Level 7. At this level, you've descended into the truly obscure and extreme. You listen to bands like Velvet Cocoon, Furs, and Canon and Fever. But it's no longer about the music anymore. It's much more than that. Your obsession is reflected in your lifestyle.
Oh my
you
God.
make the Faustian bargain
Good
for
face.
metal. Your mental health and soul will never recover. Your room is a shrine to chaos, adorned with symbols of Baphomet and posters of Jens Kidman. The only two idols you will worship.
sugar.
You hum Opeth in the shower. Your voice has become monstrous now.
Why is
like
Rob
a guttural
Plant there?
growl.
Robert
You
Plant.
sleep in the daytime and stay awake
From
at
Led
night.
Zeppelin.
You haven't seen the sun in days.
Oh,
Honestly,
that's
your existence defies all that is holy. Your life at this point is blasphemy. You are an affront to God.
Met liefde naar Kruidvat. Nu door Rexona.
You don't want to see that ad from the store. That's it? No. I expected better. I expected better. I don't really am certain where I'm standing with the scale, but I think I would maybe be a 5.5, maybe, on the metal scale. I wear a lot of band shirts. At Harry this year in May, I went to in my first mosh pit and got my first corpse paint, and I'm going to Harry again in November this year, and in 16 days again. The first 3 times. I'm so excited for 16 days because Slamageddon, lot of slam metal. I'm so fucking excited. And obviously I'm so fucking excited for the 22nd of November because Raised by Owls, which we did here on the channel, is coming, and I'm so excited to see them live. I expected better. I expect this video a bit better and maybe more explanation, but the video's fine. So definitely subscribe to Acephale. Leave likes to the channel, subscribe. I don't know if they have Patreon or they have a Discord server. So join their Discord server. They said also for sponsorship inquiries, acefaleofficial@gmail.com. You can find the link for that. You can find that one also on his channel, which, like I said, I will leave a link down below in the in the comment section. That's it. I'm gonna leave that. If you go to my main channel, if you go to my main channel, you find obviously movies every day. Today we're watching Practical Magic, and the last episode of, well, I don't know if I dropped it today or tomorrow, but if this is Saturday, then it will be yesterday. If it's today Friday, then it's today. But today, Friday the 15th of August, we're gonna watch the last episode of the Twilight Zone from 1985. We've seen the whole Twilight Zone from 1959. Not really into order at the beginning, but still a lot of fun. This one we watched in order, still a lot of fun, but maybe not as fun as the original. And we still have to go to the 2002 version and the 2019 version, so there's still more Twilight Zone coming, so don't worry about that. But for now, this will be the last episode for now. because tomorrow, on Saturday the 16th, we're gonna start with Squid Game. I've seen season 1, haven't seen season 2 or season 3 yet, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. So if you want to see Squid Game, subscribe to my main channel, link down below in the description. Also for my second channel, Underdog Eats, also link down below in the description. That said, I'm gonna leave it at that, and see you guys, well, later.